And welcome everyone to the 11 o'clock block of the Free Agent Combine. We have two teams, blue and red, and they are ready to square off. So we're going to start the game and we're going to get into it. The names you see on the screen, those are the people that signed up for the game. FA are the free agents. R are the recruiters. I know we have some subs, so that's probably not accurate, but you can read their names in game. So without any further chatter, let's get into the draft. See who we get rid of. Do we see May? Do we see Kelthas? Do we see I don't know, Tomb of Spider Queen? Maybe someone gets rid of Jaina or Orphea for the wave clear. But it doesn't matter what I think, it matters what the red team wants to do. So let's see who they do not want to face tonight. Getting rid of Cassia, that's probably a smart ban. I don't know if I would say broken right now, but she's mildly bent. So she's really, really powerful. That's a good ban, in my opinion. See the blue team. Get rid of May. Also not an uncommon ban lately. She's kind of powerful and very, very annoying to play against. So I can't blame the red team at all for wanting to get her the heck off the map. So we'll see who they don't want to take along with Cassia here. The odd thing, Diablo, the odd thing about the Free Agent Combine is that no real target or respect bans here, unless maybe some of the members do know each other, but it's not like these uh, players have rolled together as a team before. Slexia with the rate of 28. Thanks, Slexia, and thanks to all the viewers coming over. Hope we can be entertaining over here. No co-caster, it's just me, so I hope you like the sound of my voice and me saying stupid things. And we finish off the first band phase with Tassadar. Not not surprising set of bands there. Tassadar really, really powerful lately after the rework. And we'll see who the first hero chosen is. And we get Johanna. She's maybe not what she used to be, but she's still good, especially on this map. Tomb of the Spider Queen, you can use her as a bank for the gems, so the wave clear is important, and Johanna still brings wave clear, even if her D doesn't come around as often. Her wave clear never went away, and she's got out of the box good wave clear. She can make it better by talenting into it, so not a surprise to see Johanna the first pick on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Another non-surprise is Casey Court picking up the ETC. Probably the top two tanks right now. Picks one and picks two. And we have Old Man Deckard Cain be slinging his special brand of potions all over the map. And for red, we see Li Ming and Stukov. So wow, we've got a lot of potential CC out there. Ming doesn't really bring any to the table, but everyone else so far has some form of CC. Stukov with the silence, Johanna with condemn, and then at 10 the shield if she takes it. Deckard with the magic Dorito, and ETC with the power slide and the mosh. Let's see who else we ban. Get rid of Malthiel. Interesting, don't see him banned too often. I don't know whether they know something about our player over there. That's just someone they don't want to play against. So many heroes in the game, sometimes you just kind of take a stab in the dark. Sometimes it lands, sometimes it doesn't. And Orphea is gone, denying them a little bit of wave clear, maybe denying them that Mosh Eternal Feast combo as well, which could be kind of gross. So we'll see who blue wants to put with the ETC and the Deckard. We see Jaina and we see Raynor. Both of them good, but like peanut butter and chocolate, even better when you put them together. I wonder if we'll see Raynor take ace in the hole, take advantage of the Raynor or the Jaina slows. See Ragnaros Raid Boss times 2 over there, and we see Vala. And who is Tiger going to take with the 10th pick? Not a ton of frontline for either team, really. And you've got Ragnaros who can play kind of a bruisery role, but other than that, a lot of range damage. Except for Sonya. Now we have a big frontline for the blue team. She'll be mixing it up and spinning to win. Don't think we're going to see any swaps here. So we'll get into the game and we'll see how this free agent combine goes. If anyone's out there looking for another member for the roster, this is a really good time to scout these people and see who you want on your team. So let's try and find everyone at home tonight. That is the plan. So what do you think out there, chat? Whose draft do you like better? I think I'm going to go with blue just because I really, really like the Jaina Raynor combo, and I really like it with ETC if they can get that Mosh Ring wombo working. But Ming and Vala both bring so much damage. If Ming can really pop off here, I think if she can get the resets, it's all about the resets. If she can get them, I think she might be able to turn the game. So we'll have to see how it plays out. Alright, let us get into it. So let's introduce the teams first and foremost. So in the blue trunks we have KC Court on the ETC, Odd Thought on the Deckard, Hariel on the Jaina, Tootie Moss on the Raynor, and Tiger on the Sonya. And on the red team we have some excessive B-stepping going on early. And we have Pina Colada on the Johanna, the Merker on Li Ming, Geek USA and the Stukov, Tyrant T-Rex on Ragnaros, and Mydronite on the Vala. And I don't know if I pronounced that right. So let's all head to the mid lane because that's where everyone's going to go because that's the traditional starting point in HOTS. And both mages checking the bush, no one's standing there, but smart big brain place to check it out just in case. Johanna with a nice train mount there. It's a good look. Jumping in with the Gadem, mixing it up a little bit. Deckard throwing out the big Dorito, and unfortunately he's got Vala, but Vala is able to get squirrely. I think she vaulted out of there to get away. Stukov throwing down the silence, but everyone able to get back to safety. In the meantime, looks like team's going to rotate top and bottom. Sonya is the only one who's visited the bottom lane yet. Although she's got a lot of friends around here yet, she's going to have to really spin and get out of there. I think she'll be okay though. Yep. They take her down to about 50%, but she's able to get out there. Team's just rotating top mid, top mid. Sonya down there, she's got a lot of friends with her. Now they're rotating back mid. I don't think we'll see a lot of engagements early. I think we'll see a lot of maybe some posturing, a lot of collecting gems. So far we've got a slight gem lead for the blue team. In the bottom lane we have Sonya and Ragnaros. I think Sonya wins that matchup, but we'll have to keep an eye on that and see how it goes. Rag's a little low. He's going to have to maybe back up. Maybe you're going to tap if he's got it up. We have a Fracas here in the mid. Jaina getting a lot of people in that blizzard. Oh, and Ragnaros over there, he didn't get that tap in time, so Sonya took him down, so that's first blood for Sonya. But Vala evens the score with ETC goes down. Vala's kind of low, but she was able to put the damage where it needed to be and then get out safely. Oh, Ming with the nice orb onto Jaina. Jaina very, very low, but she's able to back up. We do have the red team just setting on the bottom lane. Sonya getting safely behind the wall, so she'll be okay. So it looks like they're thinking about that camp. I don't know if Sonya saw them. More importantly, I don't know if she could do anything about it even if she did see them. So I think she's just going to nose around, scout it out, but not engage. That's a very smart idea by Sonya. That would have ended badly had she gone down and tried to engage there. So blue team's going to push the heck out of this wall top. It looks like they've got time to get most of it down. Red team's sending 3 up, so it's still 4v3 for the blue team, but they are fighting into that red tower, so probably not a place where they want to take that fight. ETC with a nice power slide, and not quite enough. Vala's able to vault out. She does have to go through a blizzard, but she makes it out. ETC very, very low, and too low. He's at 0. Ming with a nice damage there. Raynor with a nice Q. I think he may have saved Teriel's life there. So Jaina's gonna be safe to back instead of taking a small break there. Let's go take a look at that solo lane. We have Sonya and Ragnar. Sonya's really low, but Rag is lower as Sonya is able to take the best of that one. Got 4 members of the red team in the mid, trying to bully Raynor and Jaina. Let's look at his house. Did he go? Yeah, he did go ace on the hole. That's not surprising to Jaina. So blue team has turn in. Red team will have it very soon if I'm doing the math correctly. Ming making sure that Sonya isn't able to turn that in. Top, we have 4 members of the blue team, but unfortunately I don't think they have enough gems without Sonya. Sonya's the important one, so they do have 7. Both teams have 7 now, so really even play. And red is able to get the 50 gems, and Ming did a really nice job there of denying Sonya that turn in. In the meantime, her team was able to grab what they needed and get them turned in. So we'll see what they can do with this first web weaver phase. Looks like they're going to devote some energy to the bottom lane, or maybe they're going to go, nope. Is ETC going to get a visit? Nope. Vala goes down. Sonya getting another kill. That's twice that I've missed her getting some kills. Maybe I need to start paying a little more attention to Sonya here. So the red web weaver going to be taken down. That gate's down and one of the turrets is down. The one in the middle is still fairly healthy. ETC slice of safety. He has to go through the silence, but he's okay. Sonya in the back line just spinning and spinning and spinning. She still has 31 gems. She needs to be careful. She and Rag both very healthy down there. Let's head back to the mid. And healthy is not something I use to describe either Vala or ETC. ETC got down to like 110 health there. Ooh, he got even lower, and now he's a 0 as Vala zeroes in on him. And Ming takes out Deckard as well. And for her trouble, she has taken out herself. So we get a little bit of a trade there. Still a good trade for the red team. Raynor having to defend that lane all by himself. There comes Sonya. She'll be able to spin on some of these minions and clear them up. Is Raynor going to come down here? Is he going to be able to get Rag out? I don't think so. I think Rag's going to get back to safety. We do have turn in for the blue team, and Sonya has enough by herself, if I'm doing the math correctly, and I am. So we have web weavers coming out for the blue team. We also have 10s available for the blue team. ETC hasn't decided his yet. We get Hyperion, and we get Leap. We get Water Elemental and Stay a While. We do get the Mosh, so a heck of a lot of CC on the blue team. Raynor very low, but he comes back, grabs a potion. Nice placement there by Deckard. He throws a Hyperion out to do some damage. Deckard with the Stay a While puts everyone to sleep, but they don't have the damage to really follow up on it there. ETC kind of low, but he comes in anyway, and he gets the Moch. He does get one. Ooh, however, he's in the fire, and he goes down, but they do trade for Johanna. Probably not a bad trade. Anytime you get Johanna off the board for one hero, that's probably a good idea. Wow, Vala just being very sneaky, getting away with about 50 health there. Stukov doing a good job of healing her back up. Sonya and Raynor are pushing at the top, so they get the top fort down. So the map looks very even right now. We do still have the web weaver pushing top. The red team should be able to rip it down with no problem. So that leaves the maps virtually identical, and the XP is also virtually identical. Blue does have another turn in. They won't be able to turn in for 9 seconds. So it looks like they're going to hang out by the egg and just turn it in as soon as they can. Will red team be able to get down there and contest it? I don't know that they're going to be here in time. We'll have to see if they sniff it out. Get a lot of turn-in bars. And we have just enough for the web weavers to come out. And we have a nice team fight brewing here. Johanna with a nice condemn there. The stay a while doesn't land on anyone. Red team sifts that out and walks away from it. Valor really low. And so is Ming. That was a really, really nice lead by Sonya to isolate those. Oh, that wasn't Valor. That was Johanna went down. My mistake. So we've got 5 members of the blue team pushing the mid fort. Ragnaros does sneak into it. He's going to do some damage there. Jaina getting a little low. She's got to back up. Sonya doesn't care. She's going to spin to win. She's jumping in there. She's taking power shots, so she's got to get back a little bit. So the fort has gone down. We've still got some pretty strong web weavers on the top and the bottom. So we'll see if they're thinking keep or not. I think they'll at least get the wall. I don't know if they'll be able to get the keep. Jimmy throws a Hyperion out there, and it's enough to take out Ming. So now they do have the wall and the turrets down, so maybe they will be able to get this keep. You still have a little bit of a spider backing them up. The one on top has been taken down. The one on bottom will fall very quickly. Stukov and Rag grouping up to take out that spider. So the keeps do stand. We do still have 3 keeps up. The bottom fort, Sonya's probably going to finish it off here, and they do. So talent 13 is here for the red team. So they're down a little less than a level, but they're on the same talent tier at least. Blue team going to take this camp. Red team has enough to get turned in if everybody gets turned in. However, ETC is going to come in a power slide and disrupt that. So they are denied the turn, and he's going to get chased. I think he's going to be okay, though. He's fairly healthy. He's got friends. He's got Sonya to come in and get his back there, so to speak. Oh, some nice damage coming out of the ETC, though. Made a wise decision to back up a little bit. Oh, big silence from Stukov there. That was huge. You know, to stay a while, that's a 4-man stay a while and listen. Blue team can't quite follow up on it, though. ETC falls down, Ray goes down, but fortunately so do Jaina and Deckard. And Johanna goes down, Sonya goes down. Okay, so the entire blue team has gone down, and let's talk about the heroes that are left. Stukov, Ming, and Vala. So Ming with a triple. Some nice resets there. And they will get turned in, and they will have no one to defend for 10 seconds or so until anyone is going to actually be able to get out of the Hall of Storms and come defend. So they'll see if they can flip this map over. They're going to take the bottom, or the mid fort down. I don't know if they'll go to the bottom fort or they'll go to the keep wall. We'll see how they play it. Spiders being delivered right behind them. You've got to pay extra for that next day spider service. They must have paid the extra $5. We do have 5 members of the blue team up for defense. ETC throws a mosh down, but the red team is too savvy for that, and they're able to get out of the mosh without anyone getting corrupted by the dance party. Mid spider is gone. They do get a good chunk of that keep wall here. A lot of real healthy health bars for the red team. They're not backing up. They're going to go top. The spider is gone top, and they're going to see they don't have that objective advantage, so they are going to just head back. Discretion is a better part of valor. The bottom spider is just out of sauce. However, I think they are going to be able to get the fort. Deckard's going to come down and shut off a little bit of their damage, but not enough. It does go down. That was a nice route. Stukov gets the big slappy arm out, but he goes down, but not before he kills Sonya. Rag, they try and kill Rag, but he's just able to sneak into the fort, so he's going to be low when he gets out, but for now he's a raid boss, so you have to respect him. Vala, nice chase there. She's really, really low, but she's being very sneaky and very mobile. Ming goes down. Rainer takes him down. Sonya's low, but she's got friends. So ETC, is he going to be able to get the power slide on someone? I think he's a little too far away. Oh, he does get the power slide on Joe, but she's got the D. She's unstoppable, so she's going to get out. It's a nice 4v2 chase here, but I don't know that they have the speed to get him. And I was wrong. Johanna goes down. ETC gets the best of that one. But Sonya goes down to even that up. No one has a turn in here. So we do have some camps available. It looks like there's some posturing over the camp on the right side. ETC jumps right in. Stukov sees him. I don't know if they know that Stukov sees him, but he's not going to do anything about it for now. We see Rag collapsing, and we see Vala collapsing. Vala takes Deckard to school. He goes down in the mosh. We get 3 in the mosh and 2 trapped on the other side. That's going to be it for Ming, but it's also going to be it for Rainer. ETC very, very low. Jaina very low. They're smartly going in different directions so that they can't both be taken out, hopefully. Jaina's got to avoid the meatballs. She does. And Vala's not quite able to get there in time. So we've got 3 up for blue, 4 up for red. Both teams have just 13 or 14 gems. So they're going to take a camp, and they're going to come back and clear the mid lane and keep the red keep up. Vala's going to turn in the gem she has. Probably not a bad idea, because she's kind of squishy. And the blue team is going to fall back, and they're going to take their camp. And I assume you'll see someone rotate down to the bottom lane to take care of the red camp that's marching right to left. Sonya's going to get that. She'll be able to do it herself. So the red team, are they just going to roam us 5? Ooh, Sonya, I don't know if she sees what's going on. She's got 4 friends with her right now. They did leave her an escape. They didn't come at her from both directions. She has to burn the lead to get away. Is she going to be able to get away? She does, at least for the moment. And the rest of the blue team is here to back her up. 20 is almost here for both teams. XP is almost identical right now. Gems are pretty close. Blue team's got a smaller advantage, but right now the advantage they're worried about is that camp, giving them the bonuses from fighting in the blue circle. So being very smart and taking advantage of it. They've got to break away for a little bit because the fire comes out, and that gives the red team the break they need to get rid of the camp, so they clean that up. That keep is really low, but this is a little scary for the blue team. I don't know if it's a great place to fight, and I think they agree, and they're going to back up. Ming with the nice orb just misses, and the blue team's going to get out of dodge. Let's see what the teams are going to do here. Both camps have been taken. The bottom camp's been taken. Not a lot to do on the map. This is the time you had to be really, really patient. And patient play wins here. And the boss is up at 5v5. You don't take the boss on this map. Unless you're playing in Storm League on my team, in which case you always take the boss, or try. You have a little engage there. Sonya spinning all over the red team. ETC coming up, but he's got to back up, and he does not back up in time. Johanna takes him down, but they do get the mosh, and wow, the mosh, and then the stay a while following up on that. And Vala goes down, Johanna goes down, Ming goes down. Ming does take Sonya down before she dies. So we have 3-2. We do have Jaina, Rainer, and Deckard up. I don't know if they'd be thinking about that boss with only 3 of them. They also could just grab the 17 gems they need to get some web weavers. The lanes aren't horribly pushed the other way, so this wouldn't be a bad time to unleash the power of the spiders. Looks like that's what they're going to do. They're just going to practice some lane hygiene, clean up their lanes. Although Rainer, he's thinking about it, and they've made the decision. They've said, okay, they're going to go for it. They have enough time. It's just Stukov and Ragnaros to defend it, so I think they've sniffed it out and they're heading that direction, but I don't think they're going to be there in time. Well, nope. Gonna have to. Rag's thinking about it, but no, he's gonna go back. He's gonna use his wave to speed out of there. Although he gets rooted, and Decker throws a triangle in front of him, so he has nowhere to go. But he's leaving with like 150 health. He manages to get out of there. Way to be wiggly, Ragnaros. So the boss is pushing towards that top keep. Taking out the wealth first. We do have the mosh available for ETC if he chooses to unleash it here. Ragnaros sneaks into the keep and he's dropping some hellacious fire on everyone. And Johanna coming in with some nice stuns. Ming is able to take down a Rainer. And I think the blue team is going to have to back up. They only have 3 up here right now. Sonya's off doing the camp. Nice triangle by Deckard to slow everyone just enough to make sure his team escaped. So the boss got them most of the keep, but not quite all of it. So we've got 2 keeps that are low health, but they're still up, so we don't have that constant catapult pressure in those lanes yet. The blue team would really like to see one of those keeps fall. So red team's going to have to really pay attention to make sure that doesn't happen. Oh, Sonya's out on her own a little bit. Is she going to be able to escape? We've got 4 red nameplates surrounding her, but she's able to spin. Sorry, make it 5. I can't even count to 5. It was the 5th one that did it too. So Sonya falls down. Vala takes her down. She drops some gems. We still have almost a turn in for each team. Let's pop the talents down. I think everyone's seen it by now. Blue team's not going to be able to take advantage of that camp because it's just ripped down by the red team. We've got a 5v4 for red if they can do something with it. They need 1 more gem if I'm doing the math right to turn in. So if they can get that, they might be able to force a turn in here. Probably not a bad idea if they can do it. And they've gotten the camp, which probably means they're going to try and turn in because you really like to get that camp before the turn in so you can push with it. And that's what they're doing. They're still short. Okay, now they have enough gems. Is the blue team going to let them turn in, or are they going to be able to stop it though? We've got Val up at the top. That will turn in. And missed it, but Raynor took Ragnaros down. So now we have a 5v4 the other way. Stukov doing a nice job with that lurking arm, convincing ETC he needed to walk in the other direction. And ETC is going to turn in 3, and that's going to give the blue team a turn in. And we'll see what they can do with it. The lanes are pushed pretty far back, so the spiders are not going to maybe get as far as they could have, but they do still have that extra body with Ragnaros down for another 28 seconds. And looks like they're going to devote their attention to the top lane with the weakest keep. Probably not a bad idea. Even if they only get that keep, they can get that catapult pressure started, and they still have 3 keeps up solid, so even if they don't end here, they can really do some damage. So this keep is going to go. There's nothing the red team can do about it. It does fall. Rag's up in 2 seconds, so if he can sneak in there and go more core, he might be able to really do some defending here. Shoots the fire out. Everyone pretty much avoids it though. A lot of damage going out. The mosh goes out, doesn't get anyone though. And red team, I'm not sure. I think that was way before it popped him out of it. But Deckard with the 4-man sleep, and did he take the big respect the elderly? He did. So they got the silence of the blind. Johanna goes down and Vala goes down. So we've got 4-2. Are they going to try and end? Well, they're going to chase Ming down and make sure she's not able to stop them from ending. So Ming goes down. Stukov. This is not looking good for Stukov. If you're squeamish, this might be a really good time to look away. Although, no, they're going to let Stukov go back to the Hall of Storms because they don't care, because they have bigger fish to fry. They have an entire core to take down, and then they know that Stukov is not going to be able to defend it by himself. So, really smart play by the blue team to not chase Stukov and ignore him. He does get the last laugh. He does put Raynor down with the big living arm, but unfortunately, Jaina is there to finish off the game and kill the core. So let's take a quick look at some stats here. Okay, so wow, a very, very close game. We have 22 to 20 for kills. So for the red team, we have Ming and Vala leading with high damage for the red team, but unfortunately that damage didn't include the damage on the core. So blue team doesn't do as much damage, but I think they did a really good job of putting the damage in the right spots where it needed to be, and they are able to take the core down and win the game. So I have a small little break in the action here while we set up the next game. So I'm going to go talk to the teams, and I'll give you something cool to listen to, and I will be right back. And welcome back everyone to game 2 of the 11 o'clock block. We are going to Infernal Shrines, and this was a pick of the red team, so the blue team will have first ban and first pick, and we'll see who they want to get rid of. I wonder if we'll see that Johanna banned. Johanna was good in the first game, and she's also really good in the Shrines. They opt for the Bay ban. Can't disagree with that. I have a feeling she's going to get banned for the first couple weeks of Season 10. We'll see how the meta shakes out, but if it started today, I don't think May would see a whole lot of play. But then what do I know? I'm just a caster. Tassadar. Those bands look awfully familiar. Don't know if we'll see any kind of a target ban. Murky. They might have been watching the previous block when the Merker played Murky and just went nuts all over the place. So either they just were scared by the name of the Merker, or maybe they watched the game, or maybe they just were hurt by a Murky in a previous game and don't want to face it again. And Cassia. Cassie is a little busted, so she doesn't get to play anymore. And we'll see who we take first. They didn't ban Johanna. They could, however, steal her here. Don't know if there's a Johanna player on that team. Combine's kind of interesting because these players haven't played as teams, so you don't have as much research as I normally put into a cast, so everything's up in the air. KC Court goes with the Diablo. I believe he was ETC last game. Got some value out of that. Zool is taken. That was the player that played Murky, so he just decided, you're not going to let me push with a fish. I'll push with my army of skeletons. And who are they going to put with Zool here? They put Rainer. They take Rainer away from the other team. So he'll have to change his jersey at halftime. Go over to the red locker room. Give some pepper to the blue team, maybe. Let's see who we put with that Diablo. Tiger on the Sonya, that got a lot of value the first game. I think that's a good pick. And we get Ming. Ming has traded teams. It's getting late, I'm easily confused. This is going to confuse me further. Let's see, who do they not want to put with that? Maybe get rid of a healer. We don't have a healer yet on the blue team. They get rid of Deckard. Deckard had a couple of really nice plays there. That stay a while and listen. Pardon me, the Respect the Elderly late. I think he got 4 in it. That was maybe not the game winner, but it definitely tilted the map a little bit there at the end. So tip of the hat to the old wrinkled man. And who are we going to get rid of for the blue team? ETC. So Johanna is still available if you want her as a tank. And they did play Johanna in the first game. Red team's talking it over. Might have to talk it over a little bit more because, like I said a few minutes ago, these teams haven't played together as a unit, so you got to really be communicative and talk it up quickly. So they get Orphea and Rhaegar here. So I would expect them to see a big tank with that 5th pick. In the meantime, for blue, I would expect a healer here and anything you want, really. Maybe some auto attack damage would be nice, but you got the healer, you've got Ming with big front line. You want your auto attacks, there's your auto attacks, there's Tracer. And Stukov, one of the other players changing jerseys between game 1 and game 2. And we'll see who Pina Colada wants to take here. Which hero he wants to take for a walk in the ring. I don't know if anyone out there is old enough to get that, but it amused your caster, and that's all that really matters. We see Garrosh, not my war chief. Really nice jewelry there for Garage. See if anyone's going to swap. I doubt anyone's going to be swapping rolls here. I think they're satisfied with what they have. So as the seconds tick down, we are ready to get into a super extra exciting game number 2. That's not the right scene. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. My Stream Deck just got very confused for a second. Apologies for the technical difficulties there. And here we go. And I was told that the blue team has decided they want to be referred to as lucky number 7 here. So let me introduce the teams here, and let's go from right to left this time just to be different. On the red team, we have...
The battle begins in...
I'm going to cheat here. We have Geek USA on the Rainer, Tyrant T-Rex on the Rhaegar, Midra Knight on the Orphea, the Merker on Zul, and Pina Colada on the Garrosh. And for the blue team, we have Oddthought on the Stukov, Tootie Moss on the Tracer, Hariel on Li Ming, Casey Court on Diablo, and Psy Tiger on the Sonya once again. And Diablo makes no bones about that and jumps out and gets a quick charge. Garrosh with all the armor, he's able to walk away from it though. Let's pop the talents there up so we can see him there. Rainer's heading off to the lane. Oh, Diablo with a charge on Zul. He's got to back up a little bit. He's got to be careful about that one. Zul's going to have to get back. Tracer's on him, but Rhaegar comes out and gets up in her face and convinces her to back up and blink away, which she does. So Orphea's got Diablo and Ming on her, but she's got minions to hide behind, so the Ming is not going to be that much of a danger. So she's going to hang out behind the minions. Now she's going to go back towards her wall. In the meantime, Garrosh is down there looking maybe for a toss back to the wall. We've got an interesting matchup. We've got Rainer versus Sonya in the top lane, it looks like. Actually, Rainer just hanging out by himself right now. Teams are dead even on XP. Red team is going to try and get their camp. I think they're going to get away with it. I don't think the blue team is going to challenge it. They're going to go and take their camp. Diablo walks by just to soak up the bottom lane. Camps will be taken at just about the same time. Blue's taking a little bit more. Stukov with those nice fat auto attacks. Bone Prison on Tracer, but she's able to jump back and get out to safety. 4 is here for blue, but not for red. They have a tiny bit of an advantage. Diablo is doing a really good job of charging around, but they haven't been able to put anyone down yet. In the meantime, Garrosh flips him back, and he's in the silence, and then he's in the Orpheus circle. All sorts of circles around here. If you like geometry, this is the game for you. But Diablo gets back to safety. Bone Prison, but he's going to, I think, survive that as well. He's at 47 souls already, so he's going to be a beefy boy. He's going to have to back up a little bit now. Oh, nice slam into the wall. Doesn't quite get Zul, but does make him back off. Got almost a full level lead for the blue team now. We have 8 seconds till the shrine is up. Rainer's double soaking top and mid. Sonya, her lane's pretty much soaked, so she's going to come down. So I would expect them to go ahead and start that shrine. And they do. Sonya can commence Operation Spin to Win here, killing all the skeletons. They're at 10-0 in a heartbeat. Diablo doing a really nice job of anchoring there in that smoke, being out there so his team can stay safe and know they're not going to get charged by anyone. Garrosh coming in. Garrosh gets the flip on Diablo. Diablo with a nice charge to get out of it though. And then he flips Orpheo over his shoulder. However, he's really, really low. Garrosh is low, but it's deceptive because he's got the armor. Diablo's in a little bit of trouble. He's down to about 400 health. Is he going to be able to make it out? Garrosh does stun him, but he does walk out. And instead, Garrosh throws Zukov, and we get first blood. And the the Punisher does go over to the red team, and Rhaegar chases down Sonya and bites her right in the butt. That was not very nice. Oh, sorry, the Punisher goes over to the blue team. It is late, isn't it? Garrosh does a good job of pulling it over the wall, and blue team not committing a lot of resources to this. The first Punisher, especially the Mortar Punisher, not really all that strong, so they got a little bit of the wall. Red team did a really good job of just destroying it, so not a lot of value, but they are going to be able to push top here a little bit. They've got 3 against Zul. Diablo's got all of his souls, so he's as big as he's going to get now. He's indeed the Lord of Terror. Is that an invade on the camp? Is that what I'm seeing? It looks like it is. We've got 4 people here, so I think they're going to get away with it. Zul sniffs it out, and Garrosh comes down. Tracer hits him with the melee attack, and Garrosh, the armor's not enough. Ming finishes him off. The camp is contested, though. Rhaegar takes out Ming. So many low health bars. Zul goes down. Diablo puts him down. The camp does go blue, and we have a 2, well, it ends up being a 2-for-2 trade. Rhaegar in a lot of trouble here. I think he might get away with it unless Sonya can spear him. And Sonya gets the spear off, and Rhaegar does fall. He's not able to get back to safety. So that in the camp that everyone fought over for 2 minutes does no damage at all. It's cleared up immediately. But sometimes you just got to send a message. We're going to have 10 for blue before we get it for red, so maybe they'll be able to force a fight here. Zul's going to need a little help from Raynor defending that top, which he gets. The 2 turrets are down, so that wall is almost completely gone. Just little stubs of it left. Blue team sees they're outnumbered. They're going to go. They've got bigger fish to fry elsewhere on the map. Like they've got this camp they need to clear off mid. Heroics are here for the blue team. Oh, big silence. He got 4 people stuck in that. That big fat lurking arm. Rhaegar being chased. Oh, Diablo with the charge through the wall, using his knowledge of real estate to know which walls he can go through. And Sonya takes down Zul, and then Ming got a reset or 2 there and took Rhaegar and Garrosh down. And they're not done. They want this wall. The objective's up, and they do not care about the objective right now. They've got 3 members of the red team down, so they're going to push the snot out of this fort. The wall goes down. The minions go down very quickly. Sonya's spinning all over them, and they are going to attack this fort like it owes them money. And they're going to knock it down. We do finally have heroics for the red team. We have teams heading up to the objective. They're going to get there at just about the same time, so I expect some kind of a fight. Garrosh with a nice flip out of Diablo, but Diablo will be able to charge away from it. Zukov with that nice big silence. Teams having to kind of walk around it, but they do. So no harm, no foul. Both teams fairly healthy here. We have more heroics up on the red team, so maybe they'll be able to make some hay here. Blue team taking a quick 10-0 lead here. Diablo with a nice charge. Garrosh looks like he's looking for something to throw. Hasn't found who he wants yet, though. Besides, he needs to back up a little bit. That estoppel came in handy. Tracer being very, very pesky there. blinking in, doing her damage, blinking out like she loves to do. Diablo gets a nice flip, and then he gets thrown away, and he gets taunted. But he does bring the breath out, and that's going to be enough to drop Zool. He's very low. Is he going to go down? No, he's not. He's going to grab Orpheus, he's going to do a suplex and kill her, and then Garrosh goes down. He's going to walk out with 300 health. He was down, I think, 150 at one point. But he does walk away. Having 100 souls with Diablo is going to make you be able to do that sometimes. And we have a Frozen Punisher. This Punisher is a little bit more of a big deal. It can shut things down. So we'll see if they can take this forward. I think the fort's gone. I think it's a foregone conclusion at this point, but we'll see. It is. Red team's not even contesting it. That's probably really smart on their part. No sense staggering there, so smart plays for them. Punisher marching at that wall. Do a good job to pull it back over the wall, and they'll be able to take it down. It's still at 50%. Tracer does kill part of the wall, so they're able to access the other side. Now the entire wall goes down, and that turret's going to go down. It's gone. So with Punisher still got a little bit of pop to it, and Stukov is able to take Rhaegar down. Tracer just being a super pest there. Raynor does take Ming down. I think Tracer was trying to get to her, and Raynor just too fast. Crushing Jaws come out. Blue team smartly avoids it. Stukov gets the big slappy arm and pushes them back to make their escape. So Ming is not going to come home from that fight, but Garrosh also went down, and more importantly, that keep is on the ground. So great push for the blue team. In the meantime, just got to clean some things up. For Sonya, they are going to take that camp. Much less exciting than it was the last time that camp was taken. They just take it. And we have 3 for the blue team. Are they going to take this fight? They could be outnumbered here very quickly. Diablo doesn't care. He flips Rhaegar over. Rhaegar throws the self-ancestral to keep himself alive. Get the bone prison, but unfortunately Diablo, he's unstoppable, but he's not unkillable. He does fall. They are able to trade Garrosh for him, and Diablo is going to be up because he had souls, but he'll be baby Diablo for a little bit. He's at 10 souls right now. He's going to really want to start grabbing some souls and beef himself up again. So we have 4v4. Blue team is just going to take their top camp. Zul's got to go back and defend the core a little bit. He should be able to do that. And we have a slight push down at the bottom, but it's 2 for blue and 3 for red, so they're going to have to back off there. They escorted the camp to the wall. They're going to make the red team deal with it. Top camp is taken by Diablo and Stukov, so they're going to get back together, and they have 16 versus 14. So if I'm the blue team, I'm looking for a fight here somewhere as 5. Ming is rejoining them, so she's back. Everyone's got nice full health bars. And Rhaegar is going to be maybe saved by the fort. He's able to get behind it. They're going to take the rest of that wall down. Zool has to clear top, and blue team sees him, so they should know they have numbers here. So yeah, they're just going to dive in on the fort. They know no one can stop them, so there's no point not being aggressive there. They're going to get the fort, and they're going to go for more. Looks like Diablo wanted to for a second, but maybe the team's backing up a little bit, so... Bush party. Shh. Nobody's saying anything. We're hiding. If anyone walks through there, it's going to be trouble. But no one does. They don't take the bait. Stukov with the silence. Orpheus is able to walk through it, though. She comes out none the worse for wear. We still don't have 16 for the red team, so... For a very small window, we'll have the talent advantage, but I think by the time the objective starts, that will have been evened up. Zul's out there clearing. Tracer's on him. He's going to be able to get back to... Oh, but no! Diablo says, capture, you're wrong, and flips him. But he does get back, and unfortunately, Ming was the one that goes down there. That was a quick little turnaround. It went one way, and then the other way, and then flipped back. So that's 5v4 for the red team. So if they can get this objective, this would go a long way toward getting them back in the game. If they can get some kills, that would be even better, though. Diablo in the bone prison. He's going to be able to walk away for a second, but not for long. Stukov uses the slappy arm to keep himself safe, and the red team is going to take this objective. They should be able to get it down in a hurry. Zul going off to keep that lane hygiene nice and clean. It's like blue team they've given the objective, probably smart considering they're down 2, now 1. So they're going to wait until this camp starts, and they're just going to put this camp in their pocket and walk away. They should get back in plenty of time to defend. Diablo will be up in 15 seconds. He's got half of his souls. So they don't have a tank here to pull that over. So the wall goes down. They do pull the Punisher back, but there's no wall for it to hide behind now. Sonya with the nice spinning. Everyone's really giving her a wide berth, showing her a lot of respect there. She's scary. Punisher down to about 15%. And the Punisher goes down. The fort is somehow still standing. Really good job of defense by the blue team there. Red team's going to fall back, and they're going to grab their camp. Is the blue team going to follow them? No, they are not. Zul, well, maybe Stukov sniffing it out. But he's not going to be able to go by himself. Here comes Sonya. Nope, the camp's already taken. They decided it's not worth the effort, so they're just going to back up. And they shouldn't have any problem clearing that camp before it gets to the wall. As long as they can put someone in the top lane to clean it up. And there goes Sonya. She will do exactly that. While Diablo will go to the bottom lane to clean the lane, and more importantly, get that soul count back up. He's back up to 74 now, so he's almost there. Blue team doesn't want this fight. They don't have their tank, but fortunately for them, they have a wall they can stand behind, so they can kind of skip that fight if they want, and they choose to do so. They also will have 20 very, very shortly. Wow, Tracer and Orphea just exchanged hellos and walked by each other. Diablo with a nice charge, nice aggression there. He comes out, throws the fire breath out, but I think it was just a little too much, and Raynor decides to put him in the ground. 88 souls, not 100, so he's not going to be back. When he does come back, he'll be fairly healthy, though. Blue camp is taken during all of that. Sonya gets a bone prison, but she leaps out of it, and getting some really nice heals from Stukov there. Oh, that poison. There's a lot to heal off. That's going to bump Stukov's numbers up. Sonya is able to walk away. And we do have 5v4 for the red team. They need a full level here to get to 20. They really need to get that quickly. That fort is a nice chunk of XP, though. Zul taking the camp behind them. Some of the other stats. Wow, 120 siege damage, nice. 20 still not here for the red team. They're soaking those lanes, trying to get it as soon as possible, though. Almost there. Blue, not much to do on the map. It's still fairly solidly in their favor, so I think they're just going to keep things clean and probably just play the objective. If they've sniffed out the fact that Zul's at this camp, it's going to be very bad for Zul, but I think he's going to get away with it. Oh, tried to heart there and wasn't able to get with it, and Diablo saw it and was able to charge him, so nice play by Diablo there to not let Zul get away with that. So they've got 5v4 for 49 seconds, and 20 is here for both teams. Stukov's coming up. Diablo's coming up on the flank. No, he's going to get... They're playing it kind of safe. Blue team doesn't really have to make a play here. It's theirs to win at this point. They just have to be safe. Nice ancestral there. Rhaegar keeping himself alive, throwing out some really nice heals. Sonya's spinning on everyone, though. Diablo pulls Garrosh back over, and Tracer finishes him off. Tracer gets a kill, but Diablo did all the heavy lifting there. She just happened to be in the right place at the right time. We have 2 down. Is the blue team thinking about ending here? I think they are. I don't know if they're going to get away with it, but they're definitely going to go for it. The shield is almost gone. Diablo with a nice charge and a flip. Zul using his shield to get out. He is able to get out. Oh, we've got a awful lot of low health bars for the blue team, but they're hanging around. Stukov doing a good job of getting those health bars back up. Sonya spinning doesn't hurt either. And they're going to leave. So they did get the shield, almost all the shield off the core, but that's all they're going to be able to do for now. But they do have an objective to get, and Garrosh is down for another 10 seconds. Oh, I guess they're not going to go to the objective. I think they're going to go in, and they're going to take Zul out. And this could be trouble. Zul's going to be out for 60 seconds. Garrosh is up now. So what is the blue team going to do? Are they going to try and end? Probably not, but I've been wrong before. They're just going to kind of poke around mid. I think they're waiting for someone to make a mistake so they can capitalize on it. I really like the patience of not charging in there by the keep, but just waiting to see, does someone come out close enough they can be flipped? Just being very patient. Once again, it's kind of blues to lose at this point, but unfortunately Tracer does get caught, and Orphea, really good job of taking her down. So we're 4v4. We'll be 5v4 here in 10 seconds when Zul comes up. But while we were looking here, Sonya was back doing Sonya things and got the objective. So we do have a Punisher down bottom. Oh, nice Ancestral to keep Garrosh alive. And that's going to cost... No, it does not cost Diablo his life. He was able to use Hellgate to pop on out of there. Wow. That was very, very clutch. So the Punisher is still roaming around, going after Orphea, but I think they're going to be able to take it down. They pulled it away from the keep. So good job there. It's chasing Orphea around, but Orphea is going to be faster than it. And Punisher goes down. They do keep the keep. Mid keep is under a little bit of pressure here. They'll have to come clean it up. In the meantime, blue is just going to be able to paint the map their own color. So they're going to take the bottom camp here with Diablo and Ming. Sonya is going to take the middle camp. And I would not be surprised to see them go take the top camp. Red team still got some defense to do, so it looks like they have everything cleaned up now. Those minions, the keep will deal with them. So are they thinking about that camp, and are they going to take it, or are they going to try and set up a bush party? Well, it's not going to be a bush party because everyone saw everyone else. They just want a straight up old-fashioned team fight. Sonya just fearlessly going after that backline there. She has to pull up. I think she might have had a Rhaegar, but it was a really, really risky play. I think she did the right thing. There we got 5v5, and I see most of the ults up. Tracer's isn't up. Sonya's isn't up, but everyone else will be up, so we can have a nice fight. Red team is a little split. I don't know if the blue team realizes that, although they've classed back together now, so that's been corrected. Crushing Jaws, blue team does a good job of missing it. The silence, Orphea had nowhere to go but through the silence, and Diablo made it a very hot seat for her, and she has not survived that, so Stukov gets the kill. That's a 5v4. We have to keep going down. So does blue team try and end it here? Diablo with a nice Hellgate in the flip, and Ming is going to put Raynor away. Zul goes down, and that's going to be it for Garrosh. Maybe he goes down. Rhaegar is left. Rhaegar is not going to be able to do anything, I don't think. There are a lot of minions here around the core, but it's not going to be enough. 25%, 10%, 0, and that is a good game. Very, very entertaining game too. In this 11 o'clock hour of the Free Agent Combine. Let's go look at the match summary, the tail of the tape. All right, so that's 2-0 for the blue team. I guess they are indeed lucky number 7. Once again, similar story from the first game. We have a lot of damage coming out from the red team, but we have a few more kills coming out from the blue team, and they were just able to take structures. Um, Ming with 16 kills, she was able to get some nice clutch resets. That Sonya uh, that Tiger was playing. If you need a solo laner, look no further. I think Tiger could be your person there. Nice numbers. But good plays all around. I think everyone had a couple highlight moments in there. So I think that's going to wrap it up for this block of the free agent combine. And if you need some players, there are some good ones in this one. If you don't like the ones from this match, there are a ton of matches out there. We had a ton of players playing. So if you're on the fence, do we need another player? Go grab a free agent, pick them up. If you're on the fence about playing, you can start a team, grab 3 or 4 other players for the free agents. Everyone out there wants to play, and I think we can find a spot for everyone. So that's it for me. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for everyone for participating in the free agent combine. I'd like to throw a quick shout out to my other casters. A lot of effort goes into this. I'd like to also throw another shout out to the NGS leadership for setting this up. This is not an easy thing to pull off. So thanks everyone, and good luck at your games, and we will see you next time.